um, to restart everything.
Silly rabbit.
So Hi-Fi Rush is a action game made by Tango Gameworks, the developers of the Evil Within games and Ghostwire Tokyo,
Yes.
and is kind of like this. Like the pitch would be Baby Driver cross Scott Pilgrim cross Devil May Cry,
Yes.
and you play as this character named Chai, who is just this wannabe rock star who doesn't know how to play a guitar. He goes to this company named Vandalay. I think it's Industries, or is it
Yes.
Vandalay Technologies?
Something like that.
I don't know.
They're
It's a
rich.
company named
They're evil
Vandalay,
rich.
and he goes there to get a new robotic arm. When he gets it, he's called a defect, and he realizes that he has a MP3 player in his chest. It's
If I recall,
beating.
he wanted to get like an upgrade that can make him play guitar better.
Yeah,
But the fact that he had the MP3 on him fucked it up, so he became like the effect because of it.
yeah. So he gets the MP3 player in his chest that helps him basically feel the beat of the world. And when we say that, we mean literally everything in the game is synced up to music.
Everything.
Everything.
The
And
birds, the
yeah.
buildings, the little machines out there. You, Chai, tapping the ground with his foot, snapping his fingers with his robot arm somehow.
Well,
He's
it is like a regular hand. It's not just like robot hand, but um
what? What do you mean regular hand?
no, it's like it's a robot hand, but it's not like it has digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No.
not
Yeah. I know. It's still metal snapping against metal. That doesn't work.
uh
Like it's
it's
you
it's a
know.
it's a cartoon.
Yeah. No. That's why I said somehow. It's not a problem. It's fine.
Yeah.
It makes as much sense as Iron Man snapping his fingers with the gauntlet metal.
But
Oh,
uh, but yeah,
what do you mean it's a cartoon?
yeah. Um shit, I lost my train of thought.
Ha.
Yeah. He pretty much finds out company's evil. They need to stop bad guys. Get 6 key cards to stop bad things from happening. All 6 key cards are held by the 6 bosses of the Vandalay company. And well, game set up around bosses. It's pretty simple, actually, like very simple game design. But it's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun in a very classic, not classic, but like a kind of like early,
Old
like
school.
yeah, PS2, GameCube generation kind of game.
Yeah, very old school. I
It's
can
a
tell.
very simple action platformer, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's a nice little mixture of how the game transitions from platforming to the combat. Then it has its bits of spectacle mixed in there too. It keeps you on your toes and wants to make sure you're having fun all the way through.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever slows down.
Um, maybe not. I don't know. There are parts of the game that I think kind of got boring, but we'll get to
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, interesting.
Um, yeah, I mean the game's pretty much set around that, and you get through. Of course, you have a pretty standard character action game upgrade system where get you get currency throughout the game through breaking things and getting them through enemies and just generally traversing the world, which you can use to not upgrade your moves, but get new moves and new things that Chai can do.
Not only Shy, but his companions.
His companions, who you unlock through the course of the game, um,
Companions made of the ever so sarcastic but smart Peppermint, the gentle giant Macaron, and the fantastic, the ever so beautiful, the girl on my PFP right now, Corsica.
I
The
apologize for
Scottish
this man's
queen.
horniness.
Hey, not horny, it's admiration. I love her so much. He's
You,
great. I am a man of God, damn it. I can't.
You just said I'm a man of God.
I'm a
Damn
man of
it.
God. I'm a man of God, damn it. To hell with you and your sins.
Yeah, those are your companions that get throughout the game,
Yes.
and all of them
Oh,
provide
and
use.
hold on, I almost forgot about the most consistent companion you ever got, the best cat ever, 808.
808, and then there's of course Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, the funniest character in the game.
Okay, uh, and you get your little ragtag group of weirdos and characters, and you just kind of fight the bosses and save the day.
Yeah. And they each have their own little motivation as to why they are with you throughout the whole journey. So it makes sense why they're there.
Yep. But
I like them all.
yeah, I enjoyed them all. I did not dislike any of them.
They all have very interesting designs too. Like they all look pretty good. They kind of outshine Chai. A bit of a shame, but yeah,
I don't know.
this is
Chai,
one
yeah, Chai is fine. Chai is
something.
the viewpoint of the game. So
It is something I can compliment about the whole game. How every the character designs are basically really top notch. I like them. I like how the game looks like it has a certain style that looks makes it look very unique.
yeah, it's a very comic booky style.
Yeah.
But yeah, every character is fun. I don't dislike any of them. They factor into the gameplay well. The game works in like how often you need to use them pretty well. And in combat, they are all useful. One is more useful than the others, but they are all useful and have their
Well,
purpose.
yeah, very specific for enemies that they throw on you. You have to use different ones, different one of your allies for those specific enemies that they throw at you.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be using all of them.
You will be using all of them. I will say when smite, I don't like the controls in this game are pretty airtight. I wish ally selection was on the D-pad,
Yeah,
not the left trigger.
yeah.
Um, we played this on controller. There are people who are playing it on keyboard and mouse. I don't know how you're doing it, but salute to you.
For all we know, it's better on keyboard and mouse.
For all we know. Um, yeah, I personally was like, yeah, no, I'm not touching this game on keyboard and mouse. I'm gonna play it on controller. And I did. Played it all on controller. How did you feel about the game's controls?
They were good. They were fine. No,
Yeah,
I didn't
they
have any
worked.
issues. Yeah, they worked.
It's a small gripe I have, but like I wish they were on the D-pad, but they're
Yeah,
fine at left trigger.
since I don't remember us having to do anything on the D-pad either. So
Well, D-pad is for super selecting,
for what?
selecting your super.
Oh,
If you have more than one equipped, which I did by the end of the game, you could swap between them by pressing up on the D-pad.
right. I didn't have that.
Yeah. So did
Didn't
you?
get enough push for it.
Which one did you stick with the whole game?
I I stuck with him sliding on the guitar and hitting enemies.
Okay, I had both Corsicas and Peppermints.
I used peppermints for a little bit after. I used actually I did use those other two, but I stuck with as my the sliding guitar one.
Basically, as
That's my
soon as I
main one.
like tried Corsicas, I didn't use any other one.
Hmm.
Um, in general, I think Corsica has like for combat, she's the best one. I feel like she was the most useful.
Interesting.
I just felt like her stun ability was very nice to have on the bigger enemies, and especially on some of the bosses like Mimosa. Both Mimosa and Kale, she was like A plus.
Yeah, I like that. I like them all. They were very useful for me in both boss battles, especially Kale.
Yeah, Kale was no slouch.
No,
Also, to be
no, no, no,
clear,
no,
I
no.
played this on normal. He played this on hard.
Yes,
And yeah, even on normal, Kale was tough.
yes.
Kale was tough.
He was not fucking around
No, I
anymore.
do. Okay, so I have an interesting take on Kale. I feel like he's the worst boss in the game.
What's your favorite boss in the game then? What's the best one?
I think my favorite. It's not my favorite one's not Mimosa. It's not the wolf. I don't even remember his name. My favorite boss is actually probably Corsica.
I really like Corsica.
Really liked Corsica's boss, but the reason why I don't, I think Kale's a good boss. I think it's the worst boss in the game because it feels very anticlimactic to me. I don't know. It was something about it when I got to it and when I was playing it and when I beat it, I was like, oh, this is it.
So no, I think Kale is the best boss in the game. He has a lot of components as with moving parts that really push you to use everything that you've learned in the game and trying to be as, I would say, intuitive as you can be with combat and his three faces and one of the best I don't know, little, how do you say, a really good usage of 808.
Oh,
It's really fun, unexpected. I really like that.
for me, what I did for Kale was I kind of just moved around the arena a lot and parried everything I could. That's
Yeah.
kind of just what I did, and throughout Corsica whenever I could. Because he moved around a lot, so I felt like I couldn't. Like, I could obviously grapple to him, but by the time I grappled to him, he was throwing out another move that I needed to parry or get out of the way of. So he just was kind of a movement game for me. And even then, he was still tough
Yeah.
because he hit like a goddamn truck.
Yes.
Uh,
He was not fucking around, like I said.
yeah, no, I mean, I was not. I still like the boss. I think it's a good boss, but I don't know. For me,
You think the first boss is better than Kale? The first boss?
what 1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked 1 million a lot.
No, yeah, one was really good.
Yeah.
Good introduction boss that tells you what
I
to
don't
do.
think any of the bosses in this game are bad.
No.
I do. I don't like the way the wolf boss ends though.
I thought I'm willing to call him the worst one that I had to deal with.
The move where
He was good too.
he dived into the gold and came back out. I was like, the first couple times, I was like, how the fuck do I read this? Like, how does this move work? Where is he coming out of? Where is he hitting?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I understand like for story reasons and for how his boss works, he had to go out in some stupid way because he literally just got more powerful the more angry you met him.
I'm fucking invincible.
And then bro got Scrooge McDucked.
You really did.
Um, yeah, yeah. I was not in love with Kale's boss or with that one. Um, my favorites in the my favorite was definitely Corsica, and after that it was probably
Corsica's definitely the most unique boss in the game.
yeah. After after Corsica, it's probably Mimosa.
Yes, Mimosa's very good, but
Mimosa's really
I
good.
felt like I felt she had the most bullshit move in the game out of everybody else. It was where she could fly halfway across the map. And she could fucking grab you and slap the shit out of you. Doesn't matter which way she could
Oh
grab you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That fucking move got me every time.
I could avoid it, but it was by the narrow fact that I was able to stun her enough before she
Yeah,
could throw out the move.
I suppose it is avoidable, but like, God, if you're like,
Because you
if you're
can't
just
parry it. It
no.
is unblockable. You just kind of have to take the hit.
Well, you can dodge it. It's just really
Yeah,
hard to dodge, and it's. I feel like when I do dodge it, she still fucking grabs me and takes like a big chunk of my health away
yeah.
because she hits me twice or 3 times.
There were some moves in the game where it felt like the parrying was weird.
Yeah.
Also, it's weird to me that this game gives you the parry really late. Like it doesn't give you the parry until
Uh,
like halfway through the game,
yeah.
which is weird.
It is strange. One of your biggest components in combat, is very late in the game.
Like one of
That
the
is
most
pretty strange.
useful like pieces of things you can do in the game. The parry is one of the most
Ah,
useful.
biggest. Well, it does give it to you in a very, very, very long level, Corsica's level.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll talk about Corsica's level. Uh, that's my least favorite level in the game.
Really.
I that the how long that fucking level, because Corsica's like stage is like two different levels.
Yeah.
It's two different levels. What feels like three, like that those couple stages, because it's two stages, but it feels like three. Those two were so drawn out to me. Like by the time you get into like the part where she's turning on the lasers and you have to ascend up, I was like, holy fucking shit! Can we just get to this boss already?
I feel like the most derivative point in the whole bot in that level was when you're trying to get a certain little door activated by going by in 3 different rooms where you have to do 3 different types of platforming.
Oh god, that part
That
too.
part I felt was the worst part
Yeah, that one went on
of
so
that whole
long
level. It went on for so long. There were
because the
three.
game has no like instant. I mean, it has like faster travel, but it like you have to walk the entire way back almost until
Yeah.
you get to the point where the game says here's an elevator.
I wish that there was an upgrade like in Devil May Cry 5 where you sprint afterwards after running for
Mm,
for little certain little running a little bit and you just start dashing over
yeah,
because I got a little tired of continuously pressing
dash.
uh dash and sometimes messing up the
Mm-hmm.
rhythm because doing it well gets you three dashes and you can
Mm-hmm.
dash over to it, but like that got a little old, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that level just in general got really old. I was very much done with it after a
I,
while.
I think it got very exciting during the end
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
train part
It piqued my
and
interest back again when they got on the little tram thing.
yeah, and of
But
course Corsair's boss.
yeah, Corsica's boss is incredible. But that overall level, I was just yeah. To say I was bored is truthful. Other than that, I can't think of any other levels that I thought were over long.
I can hear the
Maybe
best one, the most level.
Zonzo's. Maybe Zonzo's was a bit too long.
Yeah.
Mimosas I also thought was a tiny bit too
Hold
long.
on, wouldn't do you think Zans is the worst boss in the game? I'm thinking more about it now. He's kind of a boss.
He's kind of a boss.
Blowing his budget up.
I enjoyed it because I thought it was very humorous for the character.
It is very funny.
It's very funny, and I was okay with it because it's not anticlimactic like the wolf boss, because it doesn't just kind of end. It ends where it naturally is building up to end.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, here's the natural point as to where this boss is going to end, and it's going to be hilarious. Which
Yeah, for
another
where it
thing,
stands.
the game's humor is on point.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time, the humor is on point.
It's a very funny game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very self-aware too, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But maybe it can be a little too self-aware with the many constant. Oh wait, this is in a video game, Chai, and then they go, or is it? Maybe it's not. I'm like they did that joke 5 times in the game.
Yeah. And then the entire like when you beat the game, it's like it's not New Game Plus, but
But you know,
yeah,
got it. Yes, thank you. I know I'm playing a game. Got it. You're not Metal Gear.
no. There were some crazy references in the game, like the part where Chai's like dreaming and everybody's like snapping. Apparently, that's a Twin Peaks reference.
Yeah,
Even down to the 808's dance is just
might
straight up
be.
a Twin Peaks
And,
reference.
and I guess a more overt reference would be Dojo Guy.
Dojo guy.
Yeah, Jojo Guy did Jojo poses and shit.
Oh yeah, Zanzo. Yeah,
Danzo.
Zanzo's
Danzo
just
was
straight up a JoJo reference, and
yeah.
there's so the part where Chai's coming up with the plan, and like the game cuts to like him on the couch with the single light, and he's speaking what the plan is. Apparently, that's
Yeah.
a Xenogears reference.
Well,
So like obscure ass fucking reference to an obscure ass game.
I won't pretend like I know all the references, but
Yeah,
it's a very inspired game by a lot of
yeah.
things.
And then there's of course you can find like these little detective robots, which are straight up just the characters from Evil Within.
Oh yeah, they're great.
They're very funny every time.
Yeah, it's a very detailed world.
Yeah, lots of little things you can find.
Yeah, but doesn't make exploration all
Also,
that
we haven't even
tedious.
we haven't even talked about this. Um, so the game's music is pretty standard. Like it's not standard, but it's done. It's a video game score. It's made by the game. When you get to the bosses are
License.
licensed songs,
Yeah,
and it does like actually the game in general has whenever a song pops up, it shows you the track name, the artist, and what album it was on, or who like what it's for. So
yeah.
when you get to QA1 mil and it starts playing 1 million by Nine Inch Nails, it's like, oh, okay. So this is what we're doing. Like it's the same effect that like when we played Guardians of the Galaxy and you do the huddle and it starts playing the license music.
The game is good.
It's like, oh shit, this is cool.
Yes.
But thankfully, there is a streamer mode in Hi-Fi Rush for those of you who stream. And fun fact about the streamer mode songs, they are slight variations of the actual licensed songs
I
with
imagine they would be.
comedically named titles.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. So let me get an example of this. Uh, so, for example, um, uh, so the Corsica, not sorry, Corsica, Rekka's boss theme is "Free Radicals" by the Flaming Lips. The unlicensed version, the video game version, is called Captive Normals.
Very clever. Yes.
Yeah, which was it's fun little things like that are a lot of fun. But yeah,
We were gonna mention your favorite level in the game.
favorite level for me is I don't know actually.
Oh, me, it's easily Mimosa's level.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's when I first heard the song that was playing, I'm like, this is some Persona 5 shit, and I love it. And looking through more and more at the level, how much a little bit of history it unveils on how we got there, and some
With
pretty good
Peppermint.
platforming. And being the first level that you use Corsica, I was like, oh yeah, this is like the best one. There's so much
Oh,
going on in
oh,
this
okay. I
level.
can tell you what my favorite level is. It's the level where you shoot at the start of it. You shoot yourself into the robot cafeteria.
Oh, the final level.
Yeah,
Got it.
that level,
Yeah, that one's great.
great start. And then when you walk out with all of your friends you've made throughout the game, that level is also great too, where everything
So
kind of comes
it
together.
it is a great build up to a good finale. And of course, the spectacle I was talking about, that being the giant robot that you're getting away from.
Yep. Yeah. Which is also fun because that's the robot that Zanzo was building.
Yeah, valid.
I also kind of forgot Rekka was a character by the end of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We were kind of far along that we kind
Yeah,
of forgot about her.
she's got first boss syndrome.
Yeah, very easy. Holy shit! She made me think, oh, they're all gonna be like this. Got it. And then, no, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah. Mimosa was not easy.
No, that was like the first time I was properly challenged in the game.
Yeah. Which overall like it's a pretty easy game. Like there wasn't too much difficulty to it until you get to the last two levels of the game, which is it's Mimosa then Kale. Yeah, those are
There, there can be some pretty tough regular enemies, mainly big ones that put you in
that just
parry sequences.
take a shit ton. Well, the parries, yeah.
Fucking samurai,
Also,
bro.
yeah, fuck that samurai. Um, can we talk about actually the fact that the game gives you a visible parry window? Like
Yeah,
a visible parry timing window?
yeah, we
I
can talk
love
about
that.
it.
I love it. As someone who
Love it.
sucks at parrying in like every video game ever,
Yeah.
that shit I love. Because at first when the game introduced parrying, I was like, okay, can't wait for this to be a really cool thing that I'm not going to be able to do all the time. Like, not going to be able to do consistently, so I'm just never going to fucking use it. And then the game proceeded to go, you have to use it to beat this level. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
guess I'll just brute force my way through it. And the game said, no, we're going to give you a visible window for what the timing is. And then you're going to do it. And I went, what? And then it took me a couple tries, and then I understood what the game was trying to make me do.
Go
That
with the
shit's
beat.
awesome.
Yeah, there's the part where you basically have to go with the beat, so I hope you learned.
Yeah, I hope you figured it out. And the game does that throughout the rest of it. So you really need to fucking learn how to parry if you want to beat this game.
Yeah, and Corsica's boss is basically the best
Is
lesson that you can have.
literally a Corsica's boss is a parry boss. You do not physically fight her in a normal way. You parry her the entire time.
Parry or
So
dodge, because you
parry
dodge.
or dodge. So
It is a lesson.
if you
Teaches you how to. Yeah,
if you have not learned how to parry, you're going to.
it's like the equivalent of Monsoon and Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah. Yeah, Monsoon is also definitely a parry boss. I
You
would
better
also
have, you better
say,
have fucking figured it
and to
out.
compare it to Metal Gear Rising, Sundowner is also a parry boss.
Yeah,
But that's enough about Metal Gear Rising. That's another really fun action game.
yeah. I mean, if we're gonna compare, I'd say Rising has better bosses. But the worst bosses are better. Are worse. Wait, the worst
Yeah, the
bosses
worst bosses in Metal Gear Rising are
are
worse
worse than
than
the.
the worst bosses of this game.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you. You
Yeah.
helped me out there.
All that to say, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is pretty fucking awesome.
It's great.
It's it's pretty great. Like, yeah, I was just thoroughly impressed by it pretty much the
It
entire
is
time.
just sudden, surprising game of the year contender. Like, wow.
Yeah. Very even if it's not like a game of the year contender, it's a shoe in for best action game.
Oh, it's definitely game of the year contender at this point. I mean, come on.
I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know how the rest of the year is going to go, but we're
Well,
still
well,
only in February.
yeah, we are. I mean, we've gotten some heavy bangers. Dead Space remake.
Yeah, Dead Space remake is 100% in there. Who knows what's going to happen to Resident Evil 4?
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Um,
And hey, that's funny. The director of this game, Resident
oh,
Evil 4. God, yeah.
that's right. Well, he's not the director of this game.
It's not.
No, the director of this game is not Shinji Mikami. It's hold on. It is John Johannes.
Don Johannes.
He does not have a Wikipedia page, so I cannot tell you what else what he's directed. But if I were to do a Google on the man, he was the director of The Evil Within 2.
Ah.
And he worked on visual effects for The Evil Within 1.
So does Shinji Mikami just work for Tango or like own Tango?
He's the CEO of Tango. And I believe he's a
There you go.
producer on Hi-Fi Rush.
All right, there you go.
Yep.
Well, he's a genius. Everybody who made this game is a genius.
Yeah, no, Hi-Fi Rush is great.
Yeah, no, it definitely ranks above some of the best action games that I've played in a while.
Yeah. And I
Not
think
quite in the top 3,
yeah,
but like it's
I'm sure you had a rant prepared due to Bayonetta 3 existing.
Oh, I can talk about Bayonetta 3.
Well, because I remember you were telling me you had like shit to say about Hi-Fi Rush compared to Bayonetta 3, which
Oh
many
yeah,
people who played Bayonetta 3 were like, holy shit, Hi-Fi Rush does what Bayonetta 3 couldn't.
Hi-Fi Rush is like 10 times too big the game Bayonetta 3, which is it could be.
Or tried to be.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3 certainly tried.
Well, they are very different games, of
Yeah.
course, but like Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 are better action games than Hi-Fi Rush, but at the same time, holy shit, Hi-Fi Rush that's like Bayonetta 3 is a significant downgrade from both of those games, and Hi-Fi Rush just gets it. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Just
God.
like, wow, finally an action game. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's some good shit.
Man. What a fun
Hi-Fi
game
Rush has a
Hi-Fi
better
Rush is.
story than Bayonetta 3.
Well,
It's stupid. What the hell?
Bayonetta games are not high standards for storytelling.
No one in Bayonetta 2 had a coherent story that you could follow up, despite it being very silly at times. Oh boy, was it fucking silly. But it's a good kind of silly. Bayonetta 3, Bayonetta took us all way too fucking seriously.
Please,
It did.
Platinum Games, please hire some writers.
Yeah.
Platinum,
Hire
please,
the guys
God, hire
that
some
made
writers.
hire the guys that did Rising. They got you. They got you hooked up. They got you. But I'll say, even if Hi-Fi Rush has a very simple story and good story, I'm not sure it exactly earns those emotional payoffs all that much that it wants to. Not
Yeah.
that much, and it's relatively predictable. Like I saw shit coming a mile away. Not that it was a bad thing. I was kind of having fun with it. Like,
I
the
just
mom's evil.
I just
Got
saw a
it.
video title from a channel I watch where they're playing Hi-Fi Rush, and they go, "Corsica's design is not as insane as the others. Let's just talk
Oh,
to her."
kill you. I mean, it's not as insane. You're right. Simple. I like her a lot.
It's like Corsica's
Corsica
design
is.
isn't as insane. I guess we have to talk to her.
I guess we have to talk to
I
her.
guess
Listen,
she's a party member. Yeah.
Corsica is like a mixture of Vi and Caitlyn from Arcane. It's my arbitrary Arcane mention. There you go.
Oh, in the voice acting camp, I'm sorry. I don't think the voice actress for Corsica did a great job.
Yeah.
I don't think she did a great job. She was the one outlier. Yeah. Pretty good cast.
Fair enough.
But overall, everyone in the cast did a pretty good job, voice acting wise. I still enjoyed the character of Corsica. She's a fun character, but
Yes.
yeah, overall, generally speaking, the cast did a very good job. The
It's a
voice
status.
acting in this game is
It is a
very
half your
good.
choice.
Hmm?
The status all an option. It is a half your choice. When she jumped up the elevator and she was like talking about to have the robots take the stairs because it was healthier. It is a healthier choice. They're robots. uh,
Outside of Corsica, who did you like the most?
uh, Peppermint.
Yeah, it's probably Peppermint.
Peppermint. My favorite villain was Kale.
My favorite villain was probably the wolf guy.
Like, design, right?
I just when we got to his level and like he kind of starts talking to you, and you get to the level where he's like, "All you have to do is just continue to make me mad." It's like,
Right.
okay, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
I just like Kale a lot because there were times where he was like, "Yeah, of course I'm gonna." Oh, god damn it! Where he, I don't know. He was like kind of getting frustrated with people not understanding what he was talking. And when how do you say it? When Macaroon said to when Kale was controlling Chai, Macaroon was like, "Chai would never say that." Yeah, I know he would have said that. I'm controlling. Oh my god.
Yeah, Kale does have a lot of those moments that are like really fun. Like he's like, "Is that why you brought me here, sir?" And he's like, "Yes, of course. Why would I bring
Why would
you?"
I bring? It's
Yeah.
great.
And his final line is also funny too. This is all just too much work.
It's just too much work. I like the when he fired Corsica, he shot a gun, a blaster, but he said, "Oh, I should have used the flamethrower. God damn it!
He's like,
Should
"You're
have used the flamethrower.
fired."
You're
Fucking
fired.
tries to explode, and he goes, "Oh, flame! I should have used the
Should have used the
flamethrower."
flamethrower."
Fired. Yeah. Huh, next time.
Oh, it's great.
The game just has pretty on point comedy.
Yeah, good job by Roger.
Roger did a very good. Everyone did a great job.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. But
How funny is
I think the king of zingers in this one was Chai.
yeah. Also, how funny is it that Erica Lindbeck is playing a hacker character whose mother was done dirty by a evil corporation and also hated by a family member, and there's a cat that helps at navigation. Also, she's also the navigator. I'm sensing some parallels here.
Well, getting typecast is a thing.
Yeah. Job. But yes, Hyper Rush.
My
Very
first is
good.
pretty great.
Go get it if you
Pretty
haven't gotten it.
yes. I never thought of like a score I would give it, so I don't know what you would give it, but
I'm at a EC 8.5.
you said 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a fair score.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it lacks. Well, I don't think. I think it does. Uh, it lacks some. Well, no, a lot of that. If I compare it to DMC5, it falls short a little bit. DMC5 has a lot of complexity in its combat that offers a lot of options and a lot to do and a lot of characters to use. And yeah,
For me,
and
I
some platforming could have been better in the game.
yeah, the
The
platforming was
platforming,
not great.
yeah,
Chai's jump was weird.
yes, like the timing and the jumping was a lot more odd than it was for the dodging, and then
Yeah,
there was jump and there was midair dodging. I was like, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I would say this game for me was like a 9.
yeah,
I think a 9.
nice, good.
Uh, and nine's good. You know, I think the problems have come with like some of the level design and how long the levels go, the general pacing of the game,
Yeah,
and just little issues I have here and there, but they're kind of like ultra specific.
I'll definitely be going back to the game though. It's
Um,
there's a lot to
I
do. I
I
think.
eventually will, but it will not be immediately.
Well, it's giving me stuff to do, like its own
Yeah,
bloody
yeah,
palace and stuff to unlock for levels that you couldn't unlock before with other
yeah.
characters
I like that the game tries
that
to
you
give
didn't
it a
have.
very different title, and I'm like, it's just Bloody Palace.
Yeah, it's just that I tried it. I lasted 6 levels before I died. No wait, my time ran out. Timer ran out. Believe it or not, holy shit. Yeah, it is time sensitive.
Yep.
It's a short game too. I could
Yeah, you can
see
beat it
myself.
within like 10 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see myself playing it again.
if you just like fucking speed through the game, like you can definitely beat it within like 10 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
sure the speedruns for this game will be pretty fast. Because apparently there's like a thing you can do to like cheese the shit out of the movement, so you can just like just dash even faster.
Huh.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was, but I remember hearing it.
If there's stuff that I want, like going forward with the game, it's cosmetics, because that's like a thing you can do, but only like right now.
There are quite a bit of cosmetics. I did check them out when I beat the game,
Only
and
for Chai.
yeah, for
Like
Chai,
Corsica has like two others. That being her cybernetic upgrade and normal clothing. Uh,
she has like two or three other Corsica. I saw a couple for her.
well, that's what I remember. Nothing for Peppermint, nothing for Macaroon. Two for 808. That being the crown and no
So
crown.
Corsica has one where you put her in like a suit and she gets like slicked back hair.
Oh really?
Yeah, I saw that one
Oh
immediately. I don't know how you didn't see that one. And then Corsica, not Corsica, Peppermint has a few others with like a couple options for like putting her in like a funny suit. I think it was like an 808 suit or
what?
something. Chai can wear his like left shark one. Macaron has a couple options, and I think even Cinnamon has a couple options.
This has to be new because I did not notice this when I beat the game.
This was pretty immediate. I saw this.
What? Did you
I don't,
up? Did you unlock shit that I didn't unlock or some shit like that?
maybe I don't
What
know.
is? What is this horseshit?
I don't know.
I have to explore this anomaly now.
Yeah, yeah,
Eh,
quite enjoyed the game.
Explain this bullshit. Fuck.
Bro is stopping Hogwarts Legacy right now to
Yeah.
fucking
Explain this
fucking.
bullshit game. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Where are you? There you are. Play.
This is great.
Great little game. Make more like this. Hell, make a second game. I don't care. Do it.
Yeah, make it, please.
I feel like you left stuff open with those after credits. With
Yeah,
those credits.
you could totally do more, and I'm asking you to do more.
Yeah, you can do more for sure. I want to see more. You can do more with the combat that you can improve upon. Do it. More music. More.
Yeah.
Give me.
Let me play as some of the other characters,
Shadow drop it tomorrow. Do it.
please. Please, God, let me play as Peppermint in Corsica.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Do that.
Shit, let me play Cinnamon.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So you do play a cinnamon though.
That's true. You do technically play Cinnamon
Yeah, it's
for
great.
30 seconds.
It's a neat little player for that character. Yeah, it's basically the Killer Croc. Yeah, I did something.
Yeah. I did something.
I did something.
That is still one of the funniest jokes in that movie. Especially
So
when you remember it came out like right after Suicide Squad.
so yeah, I'm checking right now. I don't see anything. I only saw like one thing for cinnamon, two for Corsica, nothing for peppermint, nothing for macaroon.
Oh, well,
But
I
saying
saw a bunch of Peppermint costumes in
what
Macaron.
the
Yeah.
what the hell? I have to do some online searching, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I totally saw them.
This better not be a new Gabe gaslight
No,
tactic.
I saw these, all right?
I feel cheated.
Yeah, there's one for Peppermint where she wears the 808's costume. Cinnamon has one where he looks like a hot dog. Uh, Macaron has one where he's like
Wow,
all dappered up.
what is this? Can I can I buy them? I mean, I'm looking through gamer.com where I can buy these apparently. Oh, these are so cool. Oh, no, I gotta check. Get me back in the game.
Yeah, I'm assuming you saw the Corsica one where she's all slicked back hair.
Oh, I didn't see that. But get me in. Get out of here, Bethesda. Anyway, are we done with this review? Are we done with it?
Bro wants to just play the game. Hold on. This is fan art, but this is essentially what she looks
Oh,
like in that
none
costume.
that's kayo, yeah.
I'm gonna throw it in the general.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Bro, peppermint is literally me. Just literally me, bro. Me, bro. Peppermint, just me. I relate. She's just like me for real. That.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh, Macaron has like a luchador one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Anyway, I gotta check this bullshit out with the.
I'm now remembering that the wolf boss is Rookfort. I completely forgot his name.
Ah, how about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Fun
Ah,
game. Play it.
there's a store. Ah.